Outpatient Radiology Scottsbluff is proud to give the residents of Western Nebraska a choice for their imaging. As members of this community, the health and well-being of our neighbors deeply matter to us. All exams are performed in Scottsbluff by our highly trained and registered technologists, and most studies will be read by Scottsbluff native and board-certified radiologist Dr. Michael Young. We are with you every step of the way, ensuring excellent imaging and individualized care. Outpatient Radiology Scottsbluff, focused on care, driven by excellence. Outpatient.
Hanging out with recent Mitchell graduate Xavier Galloway on a windy Wednesday morning. Getting ready to play this weekend in the Western Nebraska All-Star football game, and your second All-Star game in less than a week. You were in the Shrine game last Saturday, and I guess first of all, kind of touch on what that experience was like and why you just want to play in these All-Star games, or what the opportunity means to you.
Yeah, no, definitely last week going to the Shrine Bowl, I experienced a lot, meeting a bunch of great athletes and, realizing that it is more than a game when people go play that Shrine Bowl and doing it for those kids. And those kids do a lot, and how hard it is for them, and being able to like encourage them to keep doing what they do and not stopping. And then being able to play in these last two All-Star games, putting on the football pads one more time, showing people that Mitchell football is a great program, and coming here and playing in this one, playing against some people I played against in basketball, and actually getting to be on the same team as them, it's going to be a great experience, I think.
I know there's been quite a few, but what would you say has been your favorite memory in football? If you can maybe point to one or two, if you have, if it one sticks out.
One thing I would say, each summer going into the football camps with my team, that was one thing. A bunch of unforgettable memories, and then being also able to play against some great players throughout the years and being able to make memories with them.
And obviously, it's been a busy past month for you. You finished up your high school track career at State. Talk about that experience getting to run in Omaha one last time.
It was great, going in, being ranked pretty high. It was knew I had a lot to prove, and I went out there and did it. It might have been not the expectations that I wanted or the placing I wanted, but it was still great to get on that podium and be at Park one last time.
Has track always been number one for you?
No, it hasn't. I actually really used to love baseball. I used to play baseball a lot as a kid up in Minnesota and Casper, but ever since I moved here, it's just been football and track, and ever since I've been doing track.
Give me a sense of what kind of led. When did you become, or when did you start with hurdles, or when did you feel that you were kind of a stud hurdler?
My 8th grade year in middle school. I just when they randomly decided, I think I'd be good at this, and my coach believed it too. And then ever since, I've just been working hard at it. And then when I made junior high state track too the same year, I thought that that's what I want to do, and I want to continue to be good at this, and this is something I can do in the collegiate level.
How about a favorite movie or maybe a series that you love to stream, or that
I would say TV show to stream. I would say like Yellowstone and those series. Those are some good series. And then movies, I've always liked watching war movies and old historic movies with my dad. So a couple of those.
All right, maybe like a cheat meal. What's your favorite snack?
Snack, I could go. I love Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its is a good snack, and beef jerky. But my favorite meal probably I'd say is chicken or beef, steak and all that.
All right. We talked about that we're both from Minnesota, but you said the Packers are your team. Is that your favorite team, or what? Just overall, any sport you watch is?
I think football Packers because my grandpa is from Wisconsin, so growing up with him, just became a Packers fan. But all the other sports like basketball and baseball, it's definitely Minnesota, like Twins and T-Wolves.
Who is an athlete that you kind of look up to, or is there one?
An athlete I look up to, I'd say Noah Lyles is a big one, just because watching him run his whole Olympic career, it's just great to see. And Byron Buxton, he's a great athlete, and I just love watching him play and seeing him going to those games and watching him play is great memories.
Is there like a saying or some piece of advice that someone gave to you that's really stuck in your mind over the years, or maybe motivates you now?
Yeah. A word or a quote that once I've heard it, I've always loved is that I gotta think of it. I have a tattoo too. It's It says the realization that each passerby has a life as vivid and complex as your own. That's a quote that's always stuck with me, and I've loved it.